I want you to think in your head about a 4x4 piece of unkept grass in your backyard. And I want you to think, how biodiverse can it actually be? A lot of people say, well, not much because it's just grass. That's all they see at the face value. But in reality, a 4x4 piece of grassland that's unkept in Texas can house up to 25 specific plant species, 80 insect species, and 5 to 10 animal species that don't necessarily live there but use that land for something like shelter, to use the restroom, or to hunt. In an article written by J.S. Peterman and OYB on grassland biodiversity, claims that these biomes actually exceed tropical forests in plant species richness, but because they aren't flashy or not as vibrant as tropical forests, they are often overlooked when it comes to conservation. In conservation, one of the most important things to do is find the perfect amount of coexistence that we can possibly find. Coexistence has two main definitions. One can be separate but supporting, and the other mixed living. Separate but supporting in simple terms is we are here and everything that we support is over there. We help them, but they stay over there and we stay over here. Mixed living is right outside your doorstep, right in your backyard, right in the bits and pieces of trees across the street from you. In the Prairie Ecologicals blog, a resource dedicated to prairie conservation, they argue that the measure of success doesn't matter about the size of the area that is restored, but the ecological processes that are taken in order to restore the area. For example, the 4x4 piece of unkept grass. In Texas, from 2017 to 2022 alone, according to the 2025 Texas Land Trends Report, 1.8 million acres of natural working land was lost to urban development. The idea of coexistence is not only important for the biodiversity of Texas and the plants and insects and animals that live here, but it's also important for you, the person, the individual, because we forget that nature is so integrated into our way of living that it affects our mental a lot. In a writing from the American Psychological Association in 2020, written by Christian Ware, she highlights attention restoration theory, which explains how natural environments help our brains recover from the mental fatigue of modern day city life. Furthermore, in 2011, a study in environmental science and technology found that even virtual or small scale natural environments can significantly improve human well being. The natural world is called the natural world for a reason because it is naturally how animals and different types of organisms were supposed to live. Whenever you live the city, you get this kind of feel-good attitude and just stress off your shoulders. This can be accredited to zoochosis. Zoochosis is not just an animal-related illness or mental illness. What happens during zoochosis is an animal will be stressed to the point where it doesn't want to reproduce or it doesn't see that the environment is fit enough to reproduce it. It will pace back and forth, become hysterical, not really there all the way in the head. And this happens a lot. This happens with the rise of mental illnesses in cities where, as mentioned earlier, it's very depressing, it's very dull, it's very as simple as you can get modern day style of things, not vibrant like nature. The natural world needs to be protected, and using coexistence and mixed living is a small step, but it's a small step that can lead to big, big things. Coexisting with mixed living has already begun. A couple examples in and around Houston and in and around Texas are the Eon Parking Garage in downtown Houston, the land bridges that are in San Antonio, Alvin Community College's own Pocket Prairie that is in development, and even Discovery Green, which is at the heart of downtown Houston, all play a major role in helping the native animals, insects, and plants of Texas. The picture I have on the very left of the presentation is a picture of what the front of my home looks like now. What used to be a big field of grasslands, forests, pockets of trees here and there, beautiful greenery, is now just dull, brown, uprooted dirt, and a retention pond. A retention pond that was supposed to be built to help prevent flooding in an area that wasn't prone to flooding in the first place, and after estimated results will be prone to flooding in a couple years' time. Be the change now, because they are building for estimates, or we are building for estimates. We aren't building for what we know. Bring all these building blocks together, from coexisting with mixed living, understanding how nature can affect your mental health, and understanding what is conservation now and what it will look like in the future. Metaphorically and literally, we can plant a seed that will grow into a big tree for future generations to follow. WALL-E is a fictitious movie made to be aware of pollution. It is quickly becoming reality, and we must prevent that from happening at all costs. We don't want a future filled with plastic and silence.